Hello and welcome to the test pit. Today we are video reviewing, oh yeah, more Lego Star Wars. Fantastic. This is one we've been waiting for so far this year. This is the biggie, the AT-AP set number 75043. And look at that, lovely nice big box. Look at our man hand compared to that box. That's a lovely nice solid box of Lego. And we're going to be looking at it in very great detail. But look at that, it's just a great box. Very exciting model. We love the walkers. Last year we reviewed the AT-TE, the All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, and we had fun with that. That was our first Lego video review, and we've been waiting for this for the past few months because we just love the look at it. It's a two-legged walker, or is it? Oh, it's got three legs too. Oh, brilliant! And there's some great minifigures in there as well. So without further ado, let's shift the big box and take a look. And I will talk about the minifigures later, so move out of the way, boys. And here's the actual model itself, completed. Look at that, it's quite a beast of a model. Tallest one we've ever done. It's not as big as the AT-TE, but it certainly is taller. It weighs in at 716 parts, which is only about 150 parts fewer than the AT-TE, a much larger and far more expensive set. But there's so much detail on this thing. We'll be honest with you right away, this is probably our favourite Star Wars Lego set ever, and we've got some very good reasons for that. But anyway, you probably would have seen this first appearing in Star Wars Episode 3 during the Battle of Kashyyyk. Like a lot of the sets from Lego from Star Wars this year, you're getting a lot of Kashyyyk stuff, so a lot of Wookiees, and of course that's why we've got some nice green colouring, green stickers, green plates on there as well. Adds a lot of kind of depth of colour which the AT-TE didn't have. It was just a big grey blob with 6 legs. So there's a lot going on here. And of course on top we've got the new spring-fired loader. Took us about 3 hours to make this, all told. We had a couple of breaks because, you know, we're very busy boys. We've got lots of Lego and things to play with. So a 3-hour build. Again, not as long as the AT-TE, but probably a bit more fun, to be honest. Really enjoyed putting this together. Some great angle parts. We think this is the cleverest thing Lego have certainly ever done with Lego, possibly with Star Wars, sorry, but possibly their cleverest set yet. I mean, look at that. If we go completely side on, the third leg at the moment isn't deployed. We'll show you that in just a moment. But with those 2 legs, it's so beautifully balanced. It's not going to fall over at all. Even when it sort of tilts back, it's perfectly weighted in every way, and we really like that. Again, it's certainly a lot of improvements over walkers they've done in the past for Star Wars. I think this is the second AT-AP that Lego have done. This one is a lot bigger, a lot more parts, certainly a lot taller, with so much better detail, and of course just a lot more balance. I mean, look at the detail on those legs. Really cleverly well put together Lego. Fantastic. We'll look at some photos that we took during. So we've got 5 bags, 2 booklets, and a little sheet of stickers for like details such as this, and on the front and inside, which we'll show you in just a moment. So when it starts together, it's very sturdy, very blocky thing. A lot of the Technic plugs to get everything together, and this is one solid piece that forms the core, the base of the walker. And then of course again Technic pieces start to build the main shape up with lots of plates. One thing that this doesn't have is actually large blocks. I think the only kind of bricks you get are in the front place here, the front main weighted piece there. That's actual with bricks. Everything else is Technic plates and pins. Building up the top cannon, which is this section just here. Of course, just plates again, lots of little Technic nuggets and pins and lots of detail. This is something we really love, the new spring-fired cannon that goes on top. We really love the way that is put on top of the cannon with these sort of connecting pieces which wrap around it and that are oddly shaped, so you get different colours on either side, which is of course then covered by these big bricks on top. But it was a really clever way, we thought, of incorporating these new spring-loaded blocks into a model. We saw the spring-loaded blocks on the droid gunship, which was our last Star Wars review, so check that out. Those are sort of incorporated in a more simpler way, but this is a really clever way of making sure they're really sturdy, really supported and built in there. Coming together now, as you can see, cannon on top, legs on, and that's what it sort of looks inside without those side plates, which we'll have a look at later. So it really just sort of build very quickly, and that's the third leg, which we'll have a look at right now. So like I say, an enjoyable build, 3 hours all told, but some really great play features. Let's go hands-free, baby, and take a look at something going on here. Excuse me, cough. Obviously, you get 5 minifigures, which we'll look at later. But as we, in itself, what we've got here on the back are 2 like little binding plugs. We'll look at this one at the bottom. If you unclip that, again, Technic pieces, it allows the 3rd leg to deploy. Ta-da! Now, this 3rd leg isn't weight bearing at all, as you can see. There's no. If you put pressure on it, it actually gives. This has got nothing to do with keeping the model up. Everything is very cleverly well balanced with the 2 main legs at the back. But apparently in Star Wars, the AT-AP needs a 3rd leg when it's firing its big cannon here. Some reason, I don't know. Maybe you could squash droids with it as well. But very, very articulated. A lot of range of movement on that, as you can see, all the way back. And there we go. Stamps down. And we like it. It's okay. We do think that it looks like a little dainty foot. Oh, my dainty foot, like a little doggy paw coming down. Paw. Good AT-AP. But again, it's sort of accurate with the film and the TV show, The Clone Wars. So there we go. Although we do prefer it on just the old 2 legs folded up. But let's leave it down there. In terms of weapons moving up, we've got a nicely articulated cannon here, which goes side to side and also up and down as well, and it's really nice and stiff, so it will sort of stay there. You're not going to be worried about that flopping about, so that's quite nice. On top, of course, we have the spring-loaded missile here. Let's fire it and say goodbye. Ah, much better than the old flick fire missiles we had on the AT-TE. Although, does anybody really like the sort of transparent green blocky things? Oh, bits are falling off here. I'm not too sure, but you know, it's a nice little sort of play feature. Like we said, we had the other clip here. If we undo this, just knock that back. Oh, big pull. Oh, now what's happened here? Now we've got rotation on this top cannon. So this can go all the way around. And we've also got a bit of movement on the main cannon. Goes sort of up and down. So if you can sort of, if you're playing at shooting things, you've got a bit of motion up and down, up and down. What we really like about the top rotated cannon is this headrest. We've got a nice little control place for one of the minifigures to go, so their little bottom can stick on there. But we do really like this sort of headrest. It's a great attention to detail. They could have just left it with this panel here, but no, there's a little headrest for the minifigure, which is, we think, really, really fantastic. So that's the cannon on the front. Some great detail as well on the cannon. It's built in a similar way to a lot of the longer Star Wars cannon with lots. This is not one continuous piece inside. These are lots of little pins to keep these places to these blocks together. But it's still really, really sturdy, really strong, and great work at the end. Love the detail. We've got the sort of little rocket ships that you might have seen from the Lego space range, sort of turned back on each other, and a nice sort of end, which really makes the cannon look good. Apparently this is referred to as the sniping tank, so it really does look like a sniping cannon, which is great. Moving down. On the side here, we've got some doors, which give a little glimpse inside, which we'll take a look at later. No locking system on these. It just sort of relies on gravity to keep these down, which is okay. They are sort of heavy enough and bulky enough to stay down. But this is a sort of a real sort of play feature that a lot of people might be interested in. The whole thing at the back, lifts up. There we go, giving access here inside to a really nice and spacious cockpit with a lot of detail. Inside there, I hope there's enough light to shine in there for you guys. Inside there, we've got a place for 2 minifigures to sit. Just here and just here. And a sort of a main control desk. I'll try and move this in a little bit there. I don't know if you can see the detail on that sticker. You might remember when we reviewed the droid gunship. Oh, focus. And we said that on the control panel in the droid gunship, you see the AT-AP. And on this one, you see the droid gunship like they're facing off. I reckon the AT-AP would win in a confrontation there, but nice. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? So you can kind of see the space. You've got lots of space down there and down there as well. So you could put more than 2 minifigures in there if you like. But certainly there's seats for 2 with control panels. And there's a lot going on there. And obviously these panels, just like on the AT-TE, these panels could be moved back if you really want to sort of get a bit more access in there, which is great. Let's close this up. There we go. So like we said, we're really, really impressed with the model itself. We think it's very, very clever the way they've put it together and the way they've managed to balance it. So it's just on these 2 legs. Again, Look at that, the actual connection from the legs is way at the back, so you've got all this weight on the front, and yet the two legs can still manage to keep it going. We think it looks really good on a shelf from below. If you put it on a high shelf from below with the third leg kind of up, it just looks really sort of aggressive and cool. It reminds us of is it the Ed 209 from the original RoboCop film? Got that kind of look to it. Any sort of two-legged walker with guns on it like that is going to look really impressive and really cool. And this is certainly no exception. So well done, Lego, for the AT-AP. We really are impressed with that. Some great improvements. Right, minifigures, we are told by Lego. Let's get the box back up. Sorry, hitting the model now. We're told that we are getting two here. Two new ones. Focus. We've got Chief Tarfful, or Tarfful. Maybe he's French. He's a French Wookiee. And Clone Commander Gree. And, yeah, you guessed it, some filler. 3 droids. One of them's a commander. Box away. We're not too bothered. We're never bothered about that. Let's get the droids out. Get them out of the way. If you've got any Star Wars Lego, you've probably got about 15,000 of these now. So standard droid. Got a gun. Brilliant. Droid commander. Got a yellow head. Got a yellow dot on him. Gun. Whatever. And a super battle droid. Really sort of stiff. No sort of weapons come with them. I think they fire out their hands or something, don't they? But again, Lego, stop doing this, please, with Star Wars. Certainly, people would be more interested in buying the sets if you had more interesting minifigures in them. If you look at the Marvel range that Lego are doing at the moment, even like the Simpsons range, which hopefully we're going to be reviewing soon, there are some great minifigures there, and people are buying them for the minifigures because they collect them. But really, when you're just giving us droids to make filler, we're not very impressed. But anyway, come on. Let's have a look at the ones you are interested in. We got the Wookiee first. We've got the lovely Chief Tarfful. Great model. Certainly better than the Chewbacca we had with the droid gunship. As you can see, there's a lot more detail on him. And the main piece that you sort of slide on top to create the Wookiee on top of the brown minifigure base is wonderful. Look at those shoulder pads there with printing. We've got the silver sort of dreadlock braids in the hair belt that goes all the way around. Printing on the legs too. And great face with the sort of two-tone new sort of Wookiee design that's been happening in the recent. Instead of a crossbow that Chewbacca had, we get a sort of a Wookiee long gun, which is very good, sort of interesting, good for playing. And yeah, we really like this guy. I think he's going to be quite desirable. Obviously, we've never seen him before, and because this is quite an expensive set, weighing in at around 60-70 pounds, this is going to be desirable with minifigure collectors. So Chief Tarfful, we do like you, so well done, Lego. We like him. Thanks very much. Next up, of course, we need a clone for a clone vehicle. And whereas you think you might get more than one, you just get the one here, which is a shame, but never mind. We've got Gree, Clone Commander Gree. Look at that mean guy. How you doing? I'm Gree. I'm mean. We've had a Gree before, actually, when we reviewed the Brickmaster set, Hunt for the Stolen Crystals or whatever it was called. Check our Lego reviews, it's in there. We had a Clone Commander, Gree, in his standard white uniform, but here he is in green because he's battling on Kashyyyk. Great printing, really like the look of the Kashyyyk clones. Really like the green, sort of, they give him a sort of dangerous commando edge. Printing on the trousers, printing on the top, and this is a nice twist on the helmet. Nice sort of slide printing. It's really good. Standard gun, but you do also get some binoculars for him to look through, which again, because he sort of can't really hold up to his eyes properly, but you can hold them and look cool and pensive, like he's trying to find more droids to kill because he hates droids. He's Gree. I can't remember what Gree talks like at all, but he's mean. Yeah, so we do like Gree, we like Chief Tarfful, and the droids are a bit a waste of a time. Yeah, so like I say, it says 5 minifigures in there. You're actually getting 2, which isn't great considering you're going to be paying around 60 or 70 pounds for this set in the United Kingdom, but there we go. So, to sum up, this is an awesome set. We really love the AT-AP set number 75043 for ages 8 to 14. Like I say, it's going to set you back a few hours to put this together. But once you do, you will love the sight of this on your shelf, and it's a really great thing to play with. So congratulations, Lego, for making a really good Star Wars set. Thank you for that. And like I said, this is the biggest one so far of 2014. So if you're looking to get your teeth into something with the new Star Wars sets, get this. This is the one you really want, and this one we're very, very happy to have been sent. So thank you so much for that. Check out our other Lego reviews. We've got lots and lots of Star Wars Lego reviews on there, but lots of others as well, like the kind of the Marvel and Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And we're also going to be doing some Simpson reviews soon, so that's fantastic. So do check us out. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are www.thetestpit.com. If you're watching this on the site, then do find the big button that says check out our other Lego reviews and have some fun. Okay, and it just leaves me just to agree on saying, hey, yo, I'm a me mofo as well. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, cheers, Gree.